This is 5 on your side at 6. Focused on you.
New details tonight about what caused nearly a dozen students to be sent to the hospital after a school gas leak. It happened last week at St. Clair Catholic School in O'Fallon, Illinois. Thank you for joining us. I'm Ann Allred.
And I am Kelly Jackson. Now officials say the leak is not what caused the kids to feel sick, but a local therapist disagrees. 5 on your side's Diamond Palmer is live at the scene with new details.
Well, Kelly and Ann, O'Fallon fire officials confirm with medical professionals, and they say what students most likely experienced was psychosomatic related anxiety from witnessing one student pass out. But a local therapist disagrees with these claims, and she says it doesn't help the stigma of mental health. O'Fallon Fire Department says they were called to St. Clair Catholic School last week for a 13-year-old boy who passed out during morning mass. The department says while they were there, they found a gas leak in the school's kitchen.
Kids in the immediate area around him saw him pass out. The anxiety, the nerves kind of got them. They presented some symptoms that when we got there, based on some other readings of things, we had kind of attributed to being gas, carbon monoxide potential issues.
17 students had to be taken to the hospital for experiencing original symptoms of lightheadedness, upset stomachs, and nausea. 8 others, including one teacher, were evaluated on the scene. And Friday, O'Fallon's fire chief, Brad White, said otherwise.
In talking to the medical folks after it's all said and done, just about all those kids presented really psychosomatic, anxiety-related issues. All of them were looked at, evaluated, had no real symptoms, no signs of carbon monoxide or natural gas.
Ameren originally thought it was carbon monoxide coming from the school's rooftop, but White says there was a miscommunication. He says there was less than 0.3% natural gas found in the building, and it wasn't enough to make students sick. Dania Artemissi, a licensed therapist in the area and owner of Soul One Wellness Counseling, disagrees with the claims.
It was an assumption. It's kind of an outdated term a little bit that we don't use very often. Psychosomatic is actually a disorder.
Artemissi says it doesn't help the stigma of mental health.
I would hate for someone that has dealt with something like that to feel as though what they went through was essentially being dismissed.
Fire crews say 2 new natural gas detectors will be installed inside of the school, and I have reached out to the school and Ameren for comment, and I have not heard back yet. Reporting live here in O'Fallon, Diamond Palmer, 5 on your side.
A Parkway School District parent is facing charges after police say his son brought a fully loaded Glock to Hannah Woods Elementary in Manchester. The child told his teacher that he had the gun in his backpack, but he didn't mean to bring it to school. Investigators say the student's father admitted to putting the gun in the bag last night and then leaving it there by mistake. Police took Tony Fisher into custody. He's being held on a child endangerment charge.
The superintendent for the fastest growing school district in the state is leaving the job after 2 years. The sudden departure was announced this morning. Decina Cornell joins us from the newsroom with details from the Wentzville School District.
Kelly, Dr. Danielle Tormala took the superintendent job at the Wentzville School District in 2022. But just last night, an emergency board meeting was held and the announcement was made this morning that she was leaving immediately.
The Wentzville School District is one of the biggest in the state and the fastest growing. So yes, everybody in Missouri is seeing how Wentzville handles this, and I think we can do really well.
State Representative Tricia Burns was shocked to hear the news in her district.
From what I heard, the superintendent did lead this resignation. She will not be present for anything moving forward.
Superintendent for the Wentzville School District, Dr. Danielle Tormala, announced Friday morning her sabbatical effective immediately. She said she will then retire as superintendent effective at the end of the school year. Tormala didn't disclose why, but she said, quote, "This role has challenged me and allowed me to grow both personally and professionally."
So I think we're in a whole new frontier when it comes to education being politicized.
5 on Your Side's political analyst Anita Mannion talks about the pressures educators face.
We're at a time where we see teachers and school administrators under increasing political and partisan pressure.
Beyond the pandemic, the district has faced problems in recent years from debates on book bans and a recent lawsuit from the Missouri Attorney General saying a transgender bathroom policy was discussed behind closed doors.
And we are seeing another layer of pressure that schools haven't had before, which is lawsuits coming at them left and right. And so that not only takes, your energy, it takes resources, money, staffing to fight these lawsuits and deal with this. So sometimes it's just too much.
Burns only hopes her community can come together for the kids.
Regardless of political views, we have children who have low test scores in reading, science, and in math. We have a lot of things that we need to tackle, especially coming back from COVID. We need to stop with the finger pointing and put our arms around these kiddos and make sure we're doing what's best for them.
The Board of Education said the search for an interim superintendent will begin immediately. In the meantime, their deputy superintendents in Wentzville will assume the roles of co-interim superintendent.
U.S. steel shareholders have approved a deal selling the firm to Nippon Steel of Japan. The company has a plant in Granite City. Some union workers say they're concerned about what the deal means for them. Nippon has said it will honor current labor agreements. The Biden administration is also opposed to it, saying the U.S. needs more American steel companies. The deal needs to be approved by the Justice Department, which has opened an in-depth antitrust investigation into the sale.
2 weeks after the St. Louis Land Clearance for Redevelopment Authority tabled a discussion to designate the former Millennium Hotel a blighted property, the former St. Louis staple once again faces an uncertain future. 5 on your side's Holden Krawicki is live downtown with developments. Holden.
Well, and the city leaders actually tabled that discussion after receiving information that the owner of the Millennium Hotel was looking to sell. But tonight, it's not clear if that's actually the case. The hotel was listed on the website LoopNet last night, but the number of rooms and floors aren't accurate. Plus, it lists daily rates for rooms at a hotel that has been closed for a decade. I reached out to LoopNet about these inconsistencies, and a spokesperson told me they believed the listing was fake because there was no asking price or listing agent. After doing a little more digging, the representative told me the property was posted by Inner Circle Capital LLC. I checked their website and it doesn't show any listings in St. Louis, and the company has yet to return my calls. Now, the next LCRA meeting is scheduled for April 23rd, and within the last 30 minutes, Alderwoman Kara Spencer texted me and confirmed that the city would be moving forward with the blighted property process. Reporting live in downtown St. Louis, Holden Krawicki, 5 on your side.
Can a Democrat win a seat in Congress drawn for a Republican? A longtime journalist from St. Louis believes he can. Ray Hartman hopes to challenge Congresswoman Ann Wagner for her seat in Congress. He joins political editor Mark Maxwell on this week's episode of The Record. Hartman says he will be a leader who will listen to the constituents, something he doesn't believe Wagner has done.
Ann Wagner, in 12 years, has not had a single debate with an opponent, not a single town hall, not a single unscripted public event in the district, ever. I think she views the district as subjects rather than constituents.
I take you to mean that you want her to debate you?
Well, sure, of course, anywhere she wants, anytime she wants.
Congresswoman Wagner shared a statement with us about Hartman's comments, saying, quote, he has a primary to worry about and he is welcome to debate his primary opponent at any time. And you can catch our full conversation with Ray Hartman on this week's episode of The Record. It airs Sunday night after Sports Plus.
Coming up, big changes coming to a local Walmart. The store getting rid of self-checkouts.
Plus, it's part retail, part museum, and all St. Louis. A look inside the new fan-friendly Rawlings headquarters.
And on this Friday evening, we're in the 60s. The gusty wind continues, but it does relax later this evening. And then we'll talk about a really warm weekend forecast coming up.